Welcome back to Zach Collects Stuff. Finally getting a chance to dive into the last of the cards that I picked up from the card show up in Zeeland last week. And it's Star Wars stuff, so nothing gets the nerd juices flowing quite like some good Star Wars content. So I'm excited to share these cards with you. It's something that I'm always looking for at yard sales and shows. I'm always looking for Star Wars stuff at decent prices because I don't know if I can bring myself to pay the premium of Star Wars. But when you find good stuff at good prices, you kind of have to pick it up, especially when it comes to this kind of content. So I'm going to show you guys what I picked up. Thanks for joining me. Well, here it is. This is the haul that I got from this from my buddy Glenn, and all 1977 Star Wars Series 1. I guess if you want to call them series, the different colors. So we have blues here, we have reds, yellows. I have a ton of yellows, some greens, and then in the back there I have some oranges. And so I'm going to kind of go through a few of them with you here. So the rundown is, picked them all up, and as I was looking through his boxes, he basically says, I don't know if I have them all in numerical order, but they were all sorted numerically. All the commons, or all the duplicates, were by each other. Super organized. The problem that we have with this collection is the condition of them. And so, like, this one doesn't look that bad as far as edges are concerned, but like corners, centering, every one of them seems to have a little bit of an issue, which, I mean, for a 55-year-old card, I mean, it's not really, is it really that old? Is it that old, or am I off of my math here? It's an old card, 1977 to current days. I mean, 2007 would have been 30 years, so 40 plus years, 45 years. So, sorry, my quick math didn't take very quick there. But this is kind of the condition of each of the cards, and some of them a little bit worse, some of them a little bit better, not great. So obviously when we look at the blue series, this is the card, right? The Luke #1 is the card to have. This one obviously has some condition issues. Still great to have it. You can see down there, 1977, 20th Century Fox Film Corp. It's all legit. Like, these are pretty cool. So on the back has the giant puzzle that you can make out of all the different pieces. So as I was looking through them, I was missing 11 of the blue series. So you can see here I have all of them. I put them in penny sleeves, so it makes it ridiculously hard to flip through them. So love the Han Solo card, so cool. The Princess Leia seems to be one of the more valuable ones. Love the look of the Princess Leia card. Nice there. Condition again, a little bit rounded corners, a little bit better than the Luke, which is nice. So, but I was missing 11 of them. My friend Will also collects a lot of the vintage Star Wars stuff, and he was able to help me out with one of them. He had a duplicate of one of them in his series, which was this one here. So one of the, like, a great pose by Han and Chewie. Really neat card here, love it. And so got number 44 knocked out. The numbers for these cards are right down here, right below the Star Wars logo. So if you're looking at those, that's kind of how you tell which card they are. But as I was looking through them, the blue set, I'm only missing now 10 because I was missing 11, and then with Will helping me out with the one, I'll just kind of take some of them off so I can. There's the classic one with them in the cockpit. So now I'm missing 10 from the blue series. I'll be able to finish those off relatively cheaply. Hopefully $1 a card. Hopefully I can find them at a show. I'm not going to try to do it right away. This is going to be like an overtime type thing. I have no intention of really moving the blue series one. The other series, I don't really care as much about. So you can see there's duplicates of a lot of these. In the trash compactor, really neat card. So the blue series is super fun. Obviously, one of the best movie trilogies of all time. Maybe my second favorite movie trilogy of all time, Lord of the Rings being the first. But this one definitely has the collectability factor because of all the cards, the vintage cards that go along with it. So, love these cards. The classic Obi-Wan and Darth lightsaber scene. So, figured I'd kind of rifle through a few of these here, show them off a little bit. So, yeah, I went through penny sleeved all of them. I like to keep them a little bit better. This one, you can see a few of them had this type of condition issue, just creasing across the entire card. So obviously not great. I'm going to kind of go through and take the best condition ones, and then over time, if I need to upgrade them, I can upgrade them to a better condition card. I'm not going to go for graded. I don't really care about graded for all of these. If I had a super nice one, I would send it off to grading and probably sell it so I could buy more of these to complete the set. So that's the blue series. And there's classic Han pose there. Love that one. Number 58. And that one's actually not in bad shape. Good centering. Corners and edges are passable. The back looks really nice too. So love that card. Tarkin. Another Luke card. So now I have this one, and then I love this card. I love the X-Wing pilot uniform, and so I have that one, but then I also have this one that my buddy Will had, and it's the acetate card. This is from Star Wars Galaxy, I believe. Or no, Chrome Archives. And this is from, I don't even remember what year this came out. I don't know if it's going to tell me on the bottom either. But loved that card. So I have that one in my personal collection already. And to be able to see it in the vintage form is pretty great. So those are the blue ones that I picked up. What's great about this lot is complete red series. So the second series is the red. Have a full complete set here with every card has a duplicate. So I have at least, well, not every card. There's a couple of them that are singles. So I have one full red set and very close to a second full red set. So thought about trying to complete the reds for the second set and possibly selling off the second set so I can focus on upgrading some of the ones that are really bad condition issues in the blue series. So move those reds off to the side. Also, look at how many yellows I have. I have at least one full yellow series. And so, but yeah, tons of the yellow. So whoever had this collection, they obviously poured a lot into the reds and the yellows because there's at least one complete collection of each of those. Love this picture here too. It's great. Cantina Troubles. So Luke and C-3PO there. So have the complete yellow series. Love the Stormtroopers here. Always love Stormtrooper pictures. And of course a good Han Solo picture there. So, but when I went through this, I was not expecting to have complete series of any of them, honestly. And so when I was finding that the reds and the yellows were complete, I was elated. Totally happy with this purchase. I did pay up for it. You know, I paid up for the box. I felt that I was kind of giving them a strong offer. We kind of bantered back and forth for all the Star Wars, and then I kind of teased earlier in the previous videos the Marvel stickers and the Garbage Pail Kids cards that I got. I think I paid about $200 for it, maybe a little bit less. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was in the midst of a couple other transactions. So, so I feel like I paid up for it. I made a strong offer, and he accepted that. So, totally happy with this one, especially when I found the red and the yellow series were complete. Couldn't be happier with that. So I'm really happy with this purchase. And honestly, this is one of those, like, I'm going to keep most of what I purchased here. And then if I have to, I'll sell off the duplicates and probably finish what I have. So the one that I like to talk about here is the green series. pretty happy with this too. I'm missing one from the green series. I can't remember what number I'm missing actually. But I'm missing one from the entire series. And if you know anything about the vintage Star Wars cards, you know there's one card in here. Obviously, this is a great picture here. But there's one card in here in this series. I think it's number 207. I have them in top loaders here. The C-3PO Anthony Daniels card. If you know anything about these vintage Star Wars cards, you know there was an unfortunate error, misprint on these cards before they were corrected. These are all the corrected editions. But if you look on eBay or whatever, if you look on Google, you will find the error version. It's an anatomical error, and I'm not going to go much further because that's really content that we probably shouldn't get into for me. But these are the corrected ones. They're still pretty valuable, the corrected ones are. If you find the error one, they are definitely more valuable than the corrected. But these ones, I was glad to find 3 of these in there. Obviously, I was hoping to find a couple of the error ones. They would be worth a lot more, but I think the guy that sold them to me, he knew what he was looking for in this, and he didn't find that error either. But as I look through it, the greens, I'm missing one from that series, so perfectly happy with that as well. So move those out of the way. And then lastly, we have the oranges. In the oranges, I am missing 18 of the cards. So I could probably tell the person who was collecting these, love this card. It's such a cool looking, just Luke pose, love it. Whoever was collecting these maybe gave up on the oranges, but it's such a great collection to have been able to purchase, so close to being complete for the entire first series. Now, I am kicking myself a little bit. He had more Star Wars cards from the next series. The ones that didn't have the colored borders, they had the gray border with like the red and blue pinstriping around the outside. He had more of that kind of stuff, and that was in the same box as well. But honestly, I didn't really know a whole lot about it, and I feel like a dummy. I should have just made an offer on the whole box, but this is kind of where my interest was at that moment, and obviously where my wallet was at that moment. So I probably shouldn't have been spending too much more on personal collection stuff. I was really at the show focused on selling, and the show turned more into trades and little purchases, and this one good size purchase for me. So totally happy with this collection that I purchased. I really love the fact that it walked up to my table. I didn't have to go shopping around for it. It wasn't a vendor. It was a guy that I've known and talked to before. So the fact that he brought them to me made me feel kind of good about that. And also, I just love vintage Star Wars stuff. So figured I'd show off in this video kind of a couple of my favorite Star Wars cards. I already showed you guys this one because it kind of came up with the first series. I love my Finn autograph. I got that for a steal not too long ago on eBay. Totally happy with that one. I've always loved Finn in the new movies. I think he's probably my favorite character in the new movies. And to be able to get an autograph of his, they've come down a ton since they first started releasing autographs of his. And so I was able to pick this up for like 30 or 35 bucks on eBay. Middle or beginning of this year, maybe more towards March or whatever. And then pick this one too because I have a few of these foil cards from Star Wars Galaxy from the 90s, and I just love the foil. Again, kind of going back to the comic cards that I was picking up with these foil on them. I just think they look fantastic. So I'm glad you guys could join me for this video. I absolutely love this collection, and I couldn't be happier with kind of how it turned out for me. Being able to kind of build these sets and complete them and keep them in my collection for a long time here, and hopefully kind of sell off some of the duplicates or trade some of the duplicates for things that I need is the goal here. So again, I thank you for watching. If you ever have any questions about these kind of collections, or if you ever have any statements or things that I missed terribly, please correct me, and then I'll be thankful evermore. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time. See you.